You know, it's crazy that you asked that question, are we ready? Because we always ready. Wen's got a little hair looking all fly.
Oh, you like that?
Come on now.
Like
you fly in the family stone. She don't know who that is, y'all. Check it out.
No, I have no idea.
I'm sitting right next to Fly in the Family Stone. Fly in the Family Stone.
All I know is about being fly like me.
That's what I'm talking about. Check it out. Wen just hit me this up. Wen said, I'm glad we just comfortably tonight. We both in our hoodies. I said, it's hoodie season here at the Weekly Call. Wen said, well, low-key is not for real hoodie season.
Low-key not.
But it's hoodie season anytime. Now check out my hoodie. I'm representing the city of Bengals, baby. Now here's the deal.
Yikes.
I mean, that's the way I feel about it, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm still repping the old city. You know what I'm saying? What you repping?
This is a little Victoria's Secret.
Ooh.
Pink. Their pink collection, which I love.
Check it out. You know what that means,
Shout out
right?
to Victoria.
Y'all know what that means? Wendy got a secret. Ow, but it ain't no secret where you at, y'all. Right now, it ain't no secret that you're hanging out with Griffy Griff. Damn sure ain't no secret that you're hanging out with Wendy Win. And it ain't no secret that they watching What Win Wins.
The Weekly Call.
Whoa. Yes.
Man, that intro be having me hyped.
Come on. Well, you know what? What's your little step? And then you push this way. You push back, push on back, push on back, push on back. Woo! Lord have mercy. Come on. You know what? Back in me and Wendy's former life, we were both choreographers.
They know how we roll.
Yeah, we rolled, man, and we was serious business.
We was killing it.
Real quick, I want to make something evident right now. Real quick, y'all. For those of you, I just want to address something. For those of you who are here on the accord of Jada's list, Jada the influencer. If you're here based
shout out to Jada.
Yeah, shout out to Jada. If you're here based on the fact that you received a text message from Jada, here's the deal. You are in the right place. You got to hang out with us till the end of the show, though, and we're going to talk about that flat screen TV giveaway that Wendy Win and Jada are both presenting on the launch of the Weekly Call night. And for those of you who don't know anything about the flat screen TV giveaway, no big deal. Check it out. At the end of this show, Wendy's going to hit y'all with the link so that you guys can go get signed up for it.
Yes,
doesn't cost a single thing to get signed up for the flat screen TV giveaway. It's the 4K. We're going to talk a little bit about it.
Be looking out for that link.
Oh, yeah. It's going all the way down.
So you got to stay tuned.
You got to stay tuned. You got to stay all the way to the end. Plus, you know we got Crazy B Breeze in the building with us again. We had to bring him back. He came back. He can't stay away.
You know he got to talk his stuff.
He got to talk his soul. You know. Well, real quick, y'all, let's go ahead and get this thing started so I can rip back the wall on my man right there, y'all, Mr. Kenny Rogers, y'all.
He's just looking a little real angelic in that picture.
Kenny, all the way, man.
I don't know if the lighting is just right.
All the way, man.
Go ahead, Uncle.
Oh, I got to talk a little bit about it. So for those of you who may not know, Kenny Rogers, whose legendary music career spanned 6 decades, has died at the age of 81. His publicist, Keith Hagan, told CNN. The artist family announced his passing on Rogers' verified Twitter account. Let me say that again so we don't say Twitter account. On Rogers' verified Twitter account, saying he died Friday night from natural causes under the care of hospice and surrounded by family. He had 24 number 1 hits, and through his career, more than 50 million albums sold in the U.S. alone. Yeah. Wow. Oh man, I grew up on Kenny Rogers. Yeah, I grew up on Kenny Rogers. Oh, I was getting ready to sing a couple tunes, but I'll leave it alone. He was a 6-time Country Music Award winner. Okay, 6-time Country Music Award winner and 3-time Grammy Award winner. Fans and celebs paid their respects. Tributes to the country singer poured in from fans and musical artists. Dolly Parton remembered her partner on the hit debut Islands in the Stream. Check out her post. This is her post, guys. Check it out.
Well, I couldn't believe it this morning when I got up and turned on the TV, checking to see what the coronavirus was doing. And they told me that my friend and singing partner, Kenny Rogers, had passed away. And I know that we all know Kenny's in a better place than we are today. But I'm for sure he's going to be talking to God sometime today, if he ain't already. And he's going to be asking him to spread some light on a bunch of this darkness going on here. But I loved Kenny with all my heart. And my heart's broken. And a big old chunk of it has gone with him today. And I think that I can speak for all his family, his friends and fans when I say that I will always love you. Just happened to have this picture when I walked out this morning of us. I walked out and I thought, well, maybe I'll hold that up to everybody. So I know you're sad as I am, but God bless you, Kenny. Fly high, straight to the arms of God. And to the rest of you, keep the faith.
Oh, how heartfelt!
And she's just
such a sweetness about her.
She is.
You just feel it coming through the video.
I'm gonna tell you something. I love Dolly, and when I was down, I tell you, now check this out. Outside of my crazy love for like roller coasters, I remember I was in Gatlinburg and I just went to Dollywood just because I love Dolly. I was like, I just got to see it. I just got to go here because I love Dolly Parton, love her to death. But listen, we want to send condolences once again to Kenny Rogers' family and his friends and everybody. Just such a tragic day. We know that death is a part of life, but it's always still just. It's just always hard to deal with.
Man, it still stings every time.
And always difficult for us to talk about here on the weekly call for some reason, right?
Yeah,
We've had
and we've seen quite a bit of it.
Oh, so.
Yeah.
We've had some morbid moments here on the weekly call. Well,
so rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Let's rip the wall back again because I got to rip it back on this girl right here.
Let her rip.
That's Cardi B. Cardi B is always seems to be behind this wall. You know what I'm saying? When we rip it back, she's always back there. That's my girl, though. But check it out. Let's talk a little bit about this. Last Wednesday, the unfiltered entertainer Cardi B posted a short video letting her 6 miss. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Ooh, I'm ready to disrespect the woman's Instagram account. 60 million Instagram followers.
Get it right.
60 million Instagram followers know how she felt about the topic on everyone's mind. What is that? It's got to be the COVID-19 outbreak. It's got to be that.
You already know.
She said, "Let me tell y'all something. I ain't even gonna front. A bitch is scared." Okay. Then she said, "I'm a little scared." You know what I'm saying?
Little nervous.
Check it out. And at the end of this clip, she yells out, she yells out, "Coronavirus shit is real. Shit is getting real." Real quick, man. I'm gonna just take y'all to the post. Check out your girl. Check out your girl. Check out your girl, Young Cardi out.
I want to let you guys know, let's stop being xenophobic. Let's stop saying fucked up jokes. Let's stop having crazy anger, because I've been seeing a lot of Asians get beat up and all that shit. And it's just like, a lot of people want to look for an excuse. But like, oh, well, Asians, they be racist towards us and everything. And it's like, you know what? At this moment in life right now, for once, let's all be one race. You know what I'm saying? Let's all be one race, because at the end of the day, in the eyes of God, we are all one. And the more we're nicer to each other, the more we're nicer to each other, the more God will forgive us, and the faster we get cured off this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we really don't know who's lying, because the Chinese are saying that a country put that disease over there, and you never know if it's true, because at the end of the day, a lot of people owe money to China, and at the end of the day, we want to let you guys really, I feel like sometimes that we can make, people be making jokes and stuff, little white jokes, you know what I'm saying, like little jokes that be xenophobic, but it be so harmless. And it's like, I feel like everybody's guilty of it, but it's like when certain people do it, like when people represent a country, I feel like that is not right to do, because at the end of the day, let's ask ourselves this: Do we really want beef? Do we really want smoke with China? Ask yourself, do we really want smoke with China? First of all, a lot of people owes money to motherfucking China because them motherfuckers do everything. A lot of shit, a lot of our clothes, a lot of our shoes, a lot of our hair, a lot of our everything comes from them. A lot of our electronics, it comes from them. So it's like, imagine if the top Chinese dogs start feeling a certain type of motherfucking way, right? And they be like, you know what? Fuck y'all niggas. We ain't fucking with you. Really?
Cardi be making some valid points, man.
Okay, well, I'm glad you feel that way because there's quite a few people here that didn't feel that way. Check it out, y'all.
Nobody say, man.
Now, in that same post, and I feel like there were a couple valid points there.
I ain't said it all was right.
Yeah, but you know, Cardi, I think from what I hear, Cardi trying to step into politics, and then somebody said she was trying to move to Africa.
I knew she wanted to be like a history teacher. I think growing up.
Well, you know, it's never too late.
So yeah, I mean, Cardi be up on her news. You know what I'm saying? She be up on facts.
Well, let's see what the facts were from her on her Instagram. There were a couple people, and I said, let me grab a couple of these little comments.
Well, let me say this. I will say that I feel like since this coronavirus thing has started, I feel like when I go out, the hostility is down right now. I feel like people are being more human. You know, I feel like people are like seeing way past race right now. I feel like you know the middle class people are not feeling so middle class.
Well,
right now.
you know
they just feeling like human beings, like they always have been. You know what I'm saying?
Well, check it out.
But I feel it. I'm like. But I love it. I love it because I consider myself to be a humanitarian.
Well,
you know,
at the end of the day,
I feel the difference right now.
We're all in this together at the end of the day.
But people don't always feel like that.
Well, of course they don't.
Crazy like
that's what it takes.
Corona comes
That's
around.
what it takes. And then all of a sudden everybody's like, come on, man, let's help each other.
You know
I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
But yeah, everybody seems to be more, you know, want to be hand in hand, arm. Well, even though we have to keep our social distance right now.
Well,
but I just feel the love a little more right now. I must say honestly.
Well, I feel like this happens anytime there's something that takes place like this. All of a sudden, now we're all in this together, and then once it passes, then we just back to
back to business as usual.
Back to the bullshit
and
as
then
usual.
I think people are starting to see, like, you know, no matter who you are, how much money you got, whatever, you can catch it too.
Oh yeah.
Like,
well. I guess what Waka Flocka said that black people don't get the coronavirus,
man.
and it was so funny because a day after he made that statement, Al Roker had it right, and it was like and Al was doing the weather.
It's been a
This ain't see color, age.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it is what it is. But come on, let's go back to what people had to say about Cardi B, because I'm glad you felt that way. Because here's what some of the other people had to say, based on what they heard in that, because this was on her Instagram page, and I just was like, let me grab some of the comments from her Instagram page. So somebody said, let me be honest. Can anyone take Cardi seriously? That was one. The second one was that I'd rather catch the coronavirus than hear Cardi B's voice ever again. Another one says, isn't this crazy? Says the one who drugged men. Okay? How about this one?
What?
Ooh.
Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, isn't this crazy? Who's doing all this talking? Says the one who drugged men. Right.
Drugged them. You mean like drug them? Like drug their names to the dirt?
No.
Or like
drugged them and was robbing them. Yeah. So says the one who drugged the men.
I gotta. Okay,
come on, you gotta get up on your Cardi. Okay. All right, check it out. Who the F is watching more than 1 minute of this? We just did, and apparently, if you with us, a couple of us did, right?
They some haters, man.
Yeah.
Hating on my girl.
Then somebody said she's speaking facts on mute. Okay, and another one said, who the F looks to Cardi B for any type of inspiration? And there was one more person that said, hey, Cardi, we don't care. So so Cardi was like, no need
for all the hostility, people.
Yeah.
No, I'm not liking it.
I mean, it is what it is, but people feel like
everybody is entitled to their
opinion and their voice. So it is what it is. I mean, shout out to Cardi for saying what she said, and listen, and no disrespect for the haters either. It's all good.
Yeah, no disrespect.
You can feel the way you feel. Feel the way you feel. I want to rip back the wall on this because I'll tell you one thing: a lot of us, including all of us here in our state, are under our stay-at-home thing.
Yes, we've been quarantined.
We have been quarantined, but very lightly quarantined. Like we're able to still kind of move around and do what do.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm not a huge, and I'm gonna say this, I'm not a huge fan of Mike DeWine, but that's comes from some things that have happened in business with me in the past when it comes to him. But I will say that I do respect the way that he's handled this situation as the governor. So I respect him.
They were saying that Ohio has been kind of a leader, and I may have mentioned this last week, but kind of a leader in taking action on this coronavirus. As far as like, the decisions to shut down schools, to shut down certain businesses and things like that. We kind of were like jumping right on it.
We was on
and
it.
a lot of other states have kind of followed Ohio's lead.
Followed suit. So shout out to Mike DeWine.
Yeah,
never said Mike was a bad person. We just had some conflict of interest in the past.
I'm sure he has conflict of interest with
I think that's his job. The man is in politics.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Okay, so check this out. We do know one thing for sure. In the wake and in the midst of this quarantine, there's been a lot of boredom. Not necessarily for me, because I don't spend any time doing anything but quarantining myself anyway, day to day, just doing work. So it ain't really affected me.
And he's telling this is totally true.
It's totally true, man. I'm always locked in anyway. So, but what are a lot of people doing in the wake of their boredom? I'll tell you what this one's doing. Let's rip the wall back for my girl. Y'all listen, Rita Wilson and Tom Hanks. Now, most of you guys know that Rita and Tom were both diagnosed. They both had the COVID-19 virus.
Yes.
But I'll tell you, Rita did something that was super cool to pass her time. Before we get to that, check this out. Rita Wilson shared a video of herself rapping along. Y'all ain't hear me. I gotta get up.
Turn up.
I gotta get up. What? I gotta get up and read it. I gotta get up and read it. Rita Wilson, because some of y'all probably like, what? Okay? First of all, who is Rita? Okay? Come on, y'all gotta watch y'all entertainment news. Y'all gotta watch some movies or something. But those of you like, who is Rita and who is Tom Hanks?
Oh, man.
Y'all need to just log out now. Just log out. Y'all in the wrong spot.
Man. Go ahead and Dr. Google them real quick.
Dr. Google them and then come back and see us.
Right. I need to get up on that.
Who the hell is Rita Wilson and Tom Hanks? I can't help you. Check it out. Rita Wilson shared a video of herself rapping along with Naughty by Nature. You down with OPP? You down with OP? Yeah, she went waiting the whole time. No, she didn't even do that one though. She didn't. Oh no, she took it to another level. Hold on, I gotta finish reading this.
Okay.
Rapping along to Naughty by Nature in a desperate attempt to stave off her coronavirus quarantine boredom. Okay? No, because I just got to keep standing up here. The singer and actress, along with her husband, Tom Hanks. My man, let me tell y'all something. Me and Tom Hanks go all the way back to bosom buddies. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Okay, you can stay here if you don't know what bosom buddies is. It's just I'm just saying. But okay, we go back. So check it out. All right, Tom Hanks announced on March 11th that they both tested positive for COVID-19 and were in quarantine in Australia because of it. Okay, they were quarantined in Australia. Okay, they were eventually allowed to leave the hospital and return to their home in the area, but remain in isolation. Check this out. Wilson's video quickly caught the attention of her celebrity friends, not fins, friends. All right, she ain't got no fins, but she does have celebrity friends, right? Who took to her comments to the comments to compliment her on her rapping skills. I'm throwing it up now because dude, I just had a ball watching this because I'm like, Rita, get it. Just Rita, get it in. Rita got it in because she. And let me just say this. She actually took a hold of one of the most complicated songs that Naughty by Nature did. Because Tretch and you gotta remember something. Tretch was a bad boy. Naughty by Nature were off the hook. I loved them. So check this out real quick, y'all. Remember Naughty by Nature?
They have a documentary out now, or I was watching something. Oh. I'm sorry. Off topic.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Naughty by Nature did have more songs than OPP. Check this out, y'all.
You drew a picture of my morning, but you couldn't make my day. I'm rocking and you're yawning, but you never look my way. I'm looking down you, darling, in every single way. Your funny flow is foreign and your green comes on the way. This ain't got shit to do with shampoo, so watch your head and shoulder. Brother older, bold enough to fold you. Yo, I told you, afraid of what I made and played it with some funky twists of sage, flips and tricks. Put that music in your funky bed. Triggers from the grill town, ill town. Some ask how it feels now. The deals that were real, so we're still round. Don't lamp with a freestyle phantom. Ain't trying to be handsome. Shrinking what you're thinking, cause I'm vamping. I live and die for hip hop. This is hip hop of today. I give props to hip hop. So hip hop, hooray! Ho! Hey! Ho! Hey! Ho! Hey! Ho! Hip hop, hooray! Ho! Hey! Ho! Hey! Ho! Hey! Ho! You heard a lot about a brother gaining more ground, being low down. I do the showdown with every little hoe round. No, I wanna know who you believe in with your funny reasons. Even when I'm sleeping, you think I'm cheating. You said, I know you, Mr. OPP man. Yo, PP man, won't only see me man. You should have known that when I hit it a step, that I was with it a bit, not to consider the rep. Heck, I did your partner cause she's hot as a baker, cause I'm not in my nature, not cause I hate you. You put your heart in a pot that spreads apart, and you forgot that I forgave when you had a spot. You try to act like something really big is missing, even though my name's graffiti written on your kitten. I love black women always, and disrespect ain't the way, and that's the family today. Hip hop, hooray! Ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hip hop, hooray! Ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho.
Hip hop,
Hey, ho, hey, ho, hip hop, hooray! Ho, hey, ho, hip hop, hooray! Ho, hey, ho, hip hop, hooray! Ho. Okay, wait, hold on.
Wait a minute, though.
All right, man, listen, man, y'all don't know about Rita
That
Wilson.
was impressive.
Y'all, come on, clap her. Give her a little love. Remember something. Let me tell you something.
Yes, Rita.
Y'all got to remember something. Tretch.
Dang.
Tretch was not the easiest person in the world to follow like that.
She killed that.
She killed it. Let me tell you something. This woman is a
I feel
full-fledged
like that should
actress.
be a challenge now.
Ooh.
You know how they
wanna
got on different challenges?
Check this out. Here's the deal.
That's it.
We're going to start a challenge on the weekly call. Here's the deal. We're going to
I'm
give
gonna challenge myself.
No, we're going to give away something. Here's what we're going to do.
Ooh.
One verse. Now, y'all got to remember
But I'm about
something.
to get it.
Check this out. Y'all got to remember
Can I be
something. You got to
qualified?
yeah, you qualify.
Okay.
You guys have to remember something real quick. Remember this real quick. There were 3 verses to that. I just cut it short for time purposes. She killed the whole 3rd verse too.
Killed it.
Killed it. So let's start the challenge on Hip Hop Array. Here's the deal. Next week, submit your video. We're going to give something away to the people. We're going to let Wendy judge it, right? Submit the video. Now, check this out. Work on it now. Submit the video, and we're going to give away something. I may give
Okay, listen, I'm going to be a little biased. I'm just going to let y'all know I'm going to be a little biased because I feel like I should win.
Okay.
Dang on it.
Well, you have to submit it. You submit your thing.
I'm going to submit my own.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to do it. You submit it. I'll judge it. You submit yours. We're going to give away. Check this out.
I'm just kidding.
Now, check it away. We're going to give away $100.
I am gonna try it, though.
$100 to the winner. $100.
Ooh.
100. We give away 100. So
In your hand.
submit the video. We're gonna give it away $100 to the winner.
Money.
And what
In your
what we'll do is you've got to do Hip Hop Array Ho by Naughty by Nature.
Yes.
One verse though, just one verse.
Just one verse. Okay.
And what we'll do is we'll spread it out over the course of 3 weeks. That way people have time to do it. So 3 weeks from now we'll look at the winner. We'll look at the winner. Let me figure out where you guys can submit that to. Just go ahead and make it now. Next week, chime into the weekly call. We'll have a place where you can submit the video, and we'll look over 3 weeks. We'll give people time to make it, and then we'll give away $100. Cool?
He's a nice guy.
Come on, baby.
He's a pretty cool dude.
That's what we're gonna do. $100 to the winner.
Tell you what.
We need that money doing it. That's like our contribution to the coronavirus boredom. $100 to the winner. Cool.
Oh, man.
Is that all good?
And I'm gonna say, I hope it goes to some mom who is at home homeschooling.
Come on, baby.
And is over it.
Oh, so I know that's right.
I mean, we love these kids,
tons of
okay?
them. Yeah.
But we love their teachers too.
That's right.
Ooh, Lord.
That's right. Well, come on. You ready to rip this wall back on your girl?
Let her rip.
Why wouldn't we do it? Let it rip on back. There she is.
Yeah, there go Maggie's egg. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, we showed you guys a video of Megan Thee Stallion. She was venting about her contract with the label 1501. So another victory, another win for Megan. She ended up going to court about this, but before I get to that, let me say, in her contract, 1501 gets 60% of the money she makes from recordings, 30% of her merchandise revenue. And I don't know if that was her dispute with the label, but those are some pretty staggering numbers. So I don't know if that was the issue, but I just wanted to mention that I did find that in an article, and I hope I hope the article knew what they were talking about. But yeah, so that was some pretty stiff numbers there. Yeah. So recently, I think it was in September, she signed to management with Roc Nation, and they found a discrepancy in the contract, which led her to negotiate with the label. The label just basically wasn't having it, so they stopped Megan from putting out her new album, Sugar. And you know, in response to that, Megan got some lawyers involved, and you know, took legal action and is taking this thing to court. Okay, so the judge recently, the court, I don't know if there's a judge, I don't know exactly how this is going yet, but the court granted Megan a restraining order. So Sugar, her latest album, is now released. This is all according to Complex. Okay. Before the hearing can take place, another is set for April 3rd to determine whether the case should be settled by arbitration rather than a judge. But as of right now, Megan is winning.
Watch out now, young Megan.
Yeah, so she went ahead and put her album out, which I heard that new song by her, which was it was pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
Which one was that?
I'd rather be a Bitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She did the Tupac remix. Yeah. So yeah.
I'll tell you what. I absolutely love Megan. Megan has been. I told you I had done some work for her back in 2018. Yeah. Top of 2018, and Megan is super duper cool, man. Super duper cool.
I love Megan though. I mean, her energy is just so authentic. Yeah. And you gotta love that about Megan.
Always knew, and I'll tell you what, she at the time, and I don't even know if I'm supposed to be saying this, but I'll say it at the time. Well, I'll just say this: her manager at the time, who was really closely related to her, I used to talk to him a lot, and he always believed in Megan. And it was funny. I remember one time he was on the phone with me. He was so passionate about it. He was like, "Bro, let me tell you something, man. People just don't know. On iTunes, she's outsold Cardi B." And he was just like, "Bro, you gotta push. You gotta push. Because she's gonna be the next big thing."
That's such a blessing to have people like that in your corner.
Yeah, he was seriously adamant, and I was like, I went back and checked the numbers at that time, and it was like around 2018, and it was the beginning of 2018, and it was she was and you gotta remember, she was still pretty underground at that time, but she was always talented.
She showed and proved. I mean, that girl she's doing her thing.
She is doing her thing. Come on,
love Megan.
Let's rip this wall back again. You want to talk about these tattoo folks? You gotta talk about them.
So okay, the way this kind of came about, I was actually at work. Okay, and some of the nurses were talking, and these are like middle class white women. Okay, I mean, they cool. They cool as they want to be, and I'm cool with them. Yeah. But oh my gosh, man, they was like kind of dragging people with
face tats. Wow.
You know, in particular, she had seen some celebrity on. We were looking at MSN, and she seen this, and she was just. I could tell from her face. She didn't say it, but her face said that she was just disgusted with this face tattoo he had. Okay. And I guess he was in love with his woman and had her name, and she was just like, "That is so ridiculous." What if she cheats on him? What if this? What if that? And I was just like, I mean, let that man live his life.
Yeah,
I mean, he ain't coming to get no normal job. He a celebrity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
well, of course.
If anybody, is going to have a tattoo on their face, be a celebrity, for crying out loud. Yeah. Because you ain't got to go work no normal 9 to 5. Yeah. Hopefully. Now don't mess it up, but
no, absolutely.
Don't mess it up after you got your face tatted.
No, absolutely. No, that wouldn't be good.
I don't even know where you're gonna get hired at.
That wouldn't be good.
What I'm saying? It's gonna be a little hard for you, but I wanted to just see what everybody thought. Like, do you think that what do you think about face tattoos?
Jump in the comments. We got a lot of comments here.
Yeah, so please comment.
Comment on face tats. This right behind me. This is, for those of you guys that don't know, this is 6ix9ine. So, 6ix9ine is like the dude. It's funny. I watched an entire interview with him today on the Breakfast Club.
What's going on with 6ix9ine?
Well,
I mean, had no updates on 6ix9ine, man.
I reached out. I did reach out to via email to his girlfriend today to see if we could maybe get her on the show.
Did she do an interview?
I have no idea. I didn't look at it. But I just reached. I did.
I gotta look that.
Yeah, I sent her an email to see if she would be interested in doing the show, so we could talk to her a little bit.
Nice.
I think that'd be pretty cool. And but I don't know necessarily what's going on with 6ix9ine now. But I know he always stayed right in the middle of some controversy.
Man, at all times.
Last time I checked, he was obviously involved with. He was really supposed to be putting on this hardcore persona, and of course he didn't want to call it a persona. He was like, I really do this. This was the life I live.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, then he ended up getting into, when he was facing about 70 some years, then it was like, I'm snitching on everybody.
Yeah. Nate Life says 6ix9ine is a snitch.
Yeah. So, and I mean, that's what a lot of people say.
Yeah.
Now there were a lot of celebrities that stood up. Thanks for jumping in the comments, bro.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know what y'all think.
But I do know that there were a lot of artists that did stand up for him. It was like, bro, if I was facing that same kind of time, I think what happened was that this is the way I felt about 6ix9ine. And this is not a story about 6ix9ine, by the way, guys.
Yeah, this ain't.
We just put the picture back here. But this is sort of the way and I'm gonna let you get back to your story for sure. But the way I kind of feel about 6ix9ine, I kind of feel like a lot of people felt that way because he really was never built like that. If you guys agree,
he don't even really look like the type.
No, he wasn't built like that. And he hooked up with some bloods.
Money Mike says straight snitch, no love.
Okay, but I'm just saying, I think he just hooked up with some bloods, and then all of a sudden he was repping them. But then he was in the interview and he was so confused because he was like, bro, I run with bloods, I run with Crips, but I also run with Vice Lords, and it's like, bro, dude, how are you doing that? And Charlamagne,
you can't play both sides of the fence like that.
How you repping each color?
You can't do that.
Yeah, so it was like real confusing. But then you got to look at a guy like that, and are we really like blown away when this guy snitches? Because it's like, nah, this dude's.
He just don't even strike me as the street.
No,
type.
Not at all.
You know what I mean?
Not at all.
Like I'm not saying I know this man or him personally or know his life.
Yeah.
But just from looking at him and listen to his music, he just don't give me that vibe.
Well,
There's some dudes that you just kind of feel.
Oh yeah. And then nothing. I'm not discrediting 6ix9ine's music. I love his music. I think he's slick. Yeah, he does remind me. Charlamagne said something that I agree with. He kind of remind me like I'm the dudes. I think he's from Brooklyn. I know he's from New York. Mm-hmm. But I do know he does have that Onyx feeling. Like I love the Onyx, and he kind of reminds me of Onyx. And he said that he was like, I wasn't really like, I don't pattern myself after Onyx, but I always loved Onyx, and I always felt that same way. But go ahead, let's get back to the face tats, y'all. Face tats, y'all.
So, what do y'all think about face tattoos on celebrities? Is this? I mean, is it dope?
Yeah.
Is it too much?
Yeah.
Is it? You know what I mean? Like, do you feel like people should just mind their business and let people live their life how they want to? If I want to put whatever on my face, it's mine. Yeah. How do you guys feel about that, man? Comment, let us know.
Well, let's push the wall up because we got a couple of artists back behind us.
Wow.
On our what we go. Well, today this is usually called This is usually known as our tweet wall, where we put our tweets.
Let me scoot over a little
bit.
No,
you good.
Y'all see that?
But tonight this is known as our face tat wall, right? Yeah. So we got Wayne and we got Mike, but Mike Tyson had the face tat a long time back. It was always
he always was repping the face tat.
Yeah. So jump in chat at any time. Just let us know what you think about face tats. It's all good. Did you have anything else you want to say about it? You just want
not too much. I just wanted to see what people think about that.
That's cool. Well, jump in the comment box, y'all.
Let us know
know what you feel. I'm all the way cool. Let's talk about what you repping tonight. Let's talk a little bit about Vicky and her secrets. I think Wendy got a couple secrets too, y'all.
And my money, Mike.
Talk to him, Wendy. Let's talk about Victoria's Secret.
So Victoria's Secret. So apparently sales have been failing, and there were some uncomfortable questions about its billionaire founder who has run the company for about 5 decades.
Okay.
So it said that they are selling the company, which actually is not just said. They have sold Victoria's Secret to a brand called L Brand.
Okay. Ooh, wow.
L Brand says that Victoria's Secret portrays long-legged beauties, and they sell things that do not fit everyone's body type. So they would like for the line to be more inclusive of all body types and all shapes and sizes.
Okay.
They bought the company 55% of Victoria's Secret for $525 million. Big ones.
Wow.
Wowzers.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. That ain't too bad at all.
Yeah.
Well, you know, a little bit of something that I found out about a little research I did. So I've always wondered. I was like, who the hell is Vicky? And I'm quite sure people have wondered that.
Yeah, I want to know this.
So the founder. Here's how Victoria's Secret even came about. I forget the founder's name, but he went shopping for his wife to a lingerie store, and he said it was so freaking difficult to find what he needed for his wife. He said he walked in, he looked around, he was like, "What the hell?" Now he was already
this coming from a man.
Yeah, so he was he was already a pretty big. He was already a pretty big entrepreneur, and so he looked around. He was like, "This is nuts." So he went back home after he found what he was looking for. He felt like he had a terrible experience in the store. Went back home to his wife and was like, "Hey, babe, guess what? I found you something. But God, I was in there where I felt like I should have been in there for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I was in there forever. Second of all, I felt kind of out of place being in there as well, shopping for lingerie." So he said, "I got this idea. Maybe what we do is we'll create a business where men feel comfortable walking into a store shopping for their women." Now, I've never felt comfortable walking into Victoria's Secrets. Not that I have a problem with Victoria's Secrets. I'm just that dude who feels uncomfortable walking even through the women's department to get to where I got to get to. I just have always felt, I don't like holding purses and all that kind of stuff for somebody. I'm like, just put that on the ground. I'll sit in there with it.
He's a manly man.
Yeah, so anyway, here, so if we're wondering where that came from, is that he felt that the Victorian women who were very classy all had secrets. And so he was like, felt like even the classier women of the Victorian age had secrets, and so he's called his business Victoria's Secrets.
Well, it worked.
So Victoria was not this man's wife or some mistress. It was talking about the Victorian women, and even classy women have their secrets. And so that's where Victoria's
Well, his wife probably had some secrets too then.
I'm quite sure she did. I mean, why would she not? I mean, it's all good. So look, here's what we gonna do. It ain't no secret that we got B Breeze in the building with us again tonight.
Oh, for sure.
And he's gonna be right back with us
back to hang
after these commercial breakies of the Lakeys. So check it out, y'all. We'll be right back, y'all.
Right back. Stay tuned.
I used to come here with my dad to buy the latest pieces of clothing. I fell in love with a few shops that really helped my passion for clothing. It's funny, I didn't plan to be an Adidas collector. The first pair I ever bought was a pair of LA trainers. That was the start of the collection. I have about 6 pairs of handbags. I totally love them. I love the shape, the style of the shoe and the range of colours they come in. I love the fact there's so much variety within them, from the colour of the sole to the material. The style of my collection is a pair I bought my dad before he passed away. I planned the whole day together. I took him to Adidas Knoxville Street in London and reserved him a pair of Adidas Taurans for his 60th birthday. He was so surprised. Dad never did the whole trainer thing. He was from a different era. He loved them. I think he was chuffed that I had chosen them for him. For me, Scott's have been a great way to enhance my collection. Their customer service is excellent. They bring out the latest pair and delivery is quick.
I got into music from YouTube tutorials. I didn't think that was a job, it was just something I enjoyed. I realised that the process takes time to become me and translate my personality into my music. Being there to facilitate some of these musicians recrafting their sound is really, really important to me.
When I got here, the vibe was so nice. There's so much more to the inner workings of music.
There aren't that many female producers right now in the industry. Getting access to a studio is difficult, so I hope that the workshop guests stimulate their interest.
When I'm working with the people we worked with today, it teaches me how to recraft some of my sound and my process.
My outlook has changed so much. It was opening my eyes in such a positive way. It's important to keep on working on your craft.
I hope that they've gained like a sense of independence. Like, carving out your sound is really important, and knowing who you are. You've got your own voice. I hope they leave thinking that.
To another level, y'all nigga trendsetters. Boss man, I develop. Big house with a safe in it. Had to put away the cheddar. Probably couldn't go to Yale, but a young nigga still real clever. Forever, yeah. I'm not afraid to fail. Maybe I'm scared to fly. Funny how fear heights can push you to getting high. Money can buy your love, but it can get you by until they say goodbye. Yeah. I'm so used to waking up to someone new. I'm so used to breaking up.
Oh, well, the devil makes us sound, but we like it when we're spinning.
Yoins clothing line.
Every time. Every time. Look at your mind.
So tonight, what's crazy about tonight is that we have the overlay footage of all the Victoria's Secrets girls while you were talking.
Yes.
And then we killed them with the Yoins at the very end one more time.
We Victoria Yoining.
Victoria Yoin. Victorian. We are Victorian.
And all they secrets. Victoria and Yoin and secrets.
Love when you do that little stuff. All right, y'all. So, like we said, it ain't no secret that your boy, it ain't no secret that your boy B Breeze is with us in the building. And we're going to talk about some of these conspiracies tonight because we got the main conspiracy theorist with us. What did you say last night? Conspiracy
Critical thinking.
Okay, all right.
Critical thinking.
Okay,
Critical thinking.
Well, critical thinking, but you do still live in the world. You still live in the world of the conspiracist, the theorist, okay, lyricist.
Only because.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. What you say? What you say?
Only because everybody's been brought up into America's propaganda, into the way they wanted you to go about how this country should be ran. So you have to adhere by their rules.
Okay.
That's the only reason that people won't think outside the box.
Right.
They think it's impossible. No way. But why would they want to think outside the box?
Right.
Since day one, it's been pushed down their throats that this is the way it's gonna be.
Right. Well, I can dig that. So look, real quick, here's what we're gonna do. Because tonight's primary topic, and this is why we got B Breeze with us again, is because the primary topic for tonight is is COVID-19 and the celebrities.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We had a few new celebrities come out saying that they have been positive, tested positive, and it's just shocking the world.
So real quick, we're gonna run a quick video, see what B Breeze thinks about this. He hasn't seen this yet. This is nothing new. Just a couple of the celebrities, just a couple of the celebrities that have came out talking about their experience with COVID-19, and then at the very end of this video are a couple of conspiracy theories. And I just kind of want to see what B Breeze thinks about it. We'll be right back, guys. Check this out. Check it out.
I wanted to be with him. I think that's an instinct as a wife. You just want to go and take care. And we didn't change the way we I could have made a decision to put myself maybe in a separate room or stay away, and I'm sure that people are making those decisions and are tough decisions to make, but I made the decision to want to be with him and still touch him.
And I guess it's nice to be mentioned in the same breath as Tom Hanks and Idris Elba, two of my favorite actors. I started noticing some scratchiness in my throat, which is unlike how I usually get sick.
It's been kicking my just to put it very bluntly. The main thing is I can't even walk up a flight of stairs without being out of breath or go to the bathroom without having to sit down because I'm exhausted.
Okay guys, this is day 5 since I've been diagnosed, day 6 since I've had the coronavirus. So I've been medicine free for the last 2 days.
Chinese have labs there in Wuhan. They're involved in chemical and biological experiments.
Bill Gates has got an obsession with pandemics.
Genetic manipulation of viruses to make them worse than they actually are.
This is indeed a bioweapon. I've been saying that all along.
Coronavirus, the new Democrat hoax, just like impeachment.
This is not new with coronavirus. There are always conspiracy theories when there's a new disease that people are afraid of.
So, let's get this thing over. Let's get this thing over to B Breeze. B Breeze, talk to us a little bit, baby. How do you feel about this stuff, bro?
Was he just paid to say that?
Okay. All right. Talk to us, B Breeze.
Oh, man. With the celebrities and athletes, it's a real virus, yes. But what I say before on y'all other shows, how they're trying to push that agenda of this being a very scary and deadly virus when it really isn't that serious. As of yesterday, the UK has cured 98 infections from the COVID-19 virus, but the main media won't print that out. They're now saying that it's not that serious anymore. And you can Google this up. And as far as the athletes, yeah, they're being paid, and entertainers, certain ones are being paid to come out with this once again to push that agenda and to scare our public for a bigger picture, like I stated before in the last show.
Here's what I'm saying. So I
just find it hard to believe that these multi-millionaires and the handlers that they have around them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? The people that y'all see around them, like white Jewish people, that's their handlers. Our managers. No way in hell would they let these millionaires who bring big money to these NBA owners, NFL owners, soccer owners, baseball owners, they're not gonna let them get sick like that.
You had made a comment before we came in earlier. You had stated, and I said let's debate it on the show because you had made a comment that because they've got a certain amount of money. Wendy, if you tell me if I'm right about this, but it's something about if you make a certain amount of money, do you believe that if you make a certain amount of money, those people will really?
I didn't state it like that.
What'd you say?
How did you say it? Because it gave me that effect.
Okay, like Prince Charles, he just came down. Come on now, would Prince Charles really have that?
Why wouldn't he?
Why would he?
Why wouldn't he?
Any diseases of that matter. I mean, he's part of the royal family.
What's that got to do with the disease, though?
See, that's once again, y'all not thinking outside the box.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm sure his doctor would have got firsthand of what's going on and said, here, take this or whatever.
That doesn't make any sense. Let me tell you.
It does make sense. It does make sense.
No, let me tell you.
It does make sense. The more money you make, the more outlets you have available for you.
Yeah, but
we wouldn't know that because that's wealth they're sitting on.
Okay.
And it's a difference between being wealthy and being rich.
Yeah.
But I don't think that exempts you from getting sick.
No,
I don't think
it doesn't. I'm not saying exempt you.
But
it doesn't
basically you're saying
that's what you're saying.
It doesn't exempt you all the way. I'm just talking about particular people, like the royal family.
Okay.
I think that would exempt them. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying just any old body, any old.
If something is spread and is airborne and is in the air, they can't escape the air.
I'm sure that family, that powerful family, was made aware of what's going on, and once again, there are people being paid to come out saying that they have this to push that agenda again to scare us.
Yeah, I'm not buying this. Let me tell you what I'm. Let me tell you.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm not buying.
That part may be true, but I don't think them people can. I just don't think those people can get away from this disease. I just feel like anybody can catch it. But I do feel like they blowing this up in the media, and I feel like they are causing panic. Because I don't know. I don't like
maybe
how
some 65-year-old retired boxer or something may catch it, but not Prince William. No. He's not catching that.
No.
Prince Andrew.
No. What we have to remember, and this is what this is. Let me tell you why that doesn't make any sense. What you're saying.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense because I don't care if you're a prince, if you're a king, if you're a queen, if you're an emperor, if you are whoever you are. It doesn't matter. We're all human beings at the end of the day. This is a disease that anybody is anybody can come in contact with this disease.
Yes,
the only way that Prince Charles or somebody else may not get this thing is if they were if they knew that this epidemic was coming and they quarantined. No, that's not what you said.
I didn't have to say it word for word.
You got to say it word for word. You got to say it word for word.
Exactly how I said it, and it made sense.
No, it did not.
The type of wealth they have, of course, they would have been forewarned. Of course.
Okay.
Exactly what you're saying. They would have quarantined themselves.
Okay.
Can you get to the royal family? Can you just walk up and say, "Hey"? No. So
I don't want to walk up to the royal.
So
family.
do you think they're being paid? Because I mean,
yeah, it's a fact.
Okay. Because if that was the case, how come they didn't How come they didn't quarantine themselves? Clearly, they got enough money to go into high end or whatever they need to do to keep themselves safe. But are you saying that they're being paid to get the
certain celebrities
disease?
and actors and entertainers and athletes are being paid to say that they have it, once again, to induce panic into the world. And what better way to really induce panic? Come on now, y'all see, when has the country been shut down? When has the country been shut down?
Never. I don't remember this.
There
you know
go.
What I'm saying? I will agree.
Exactly. Over a virus that the UK just said they've been curing 98% of people who caught this infectious virus. 98% have been cured.
Yeah.
But the main media won't. They won't put it out there. They won't publish it.
Well,
and also remember about what I said before about the major elites and the big wigs. You got the major CEOs that we talked about that are stepping down. Remember, this is also a big distraction to deter from what's really going on out here. A lot of big wigs are being served indictment warrants as we speak.
Well, do me a favor. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit more insight on what you mean when you say that the big wigs are stepping down. I mean,
the major CEOs of any major corporation.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know who, but explain to people why you think that they're stepping down during this time. What is them stepping down? No, explain it. What do them stepping down have to do with the coronavirus? Explain that more in depth, because you just can't say that and then be like, leave it there. Explain why. Go talk about it.
They stepping down, and because the coronavirus just started, right?
Okay.
What better opportunity to step down while everybody's attention and focus is on this virus? The perfect way to step down quietly because they know what's about to happen.
And what's that?
It's a big military intelligence operation. Like I said on the show the last several weeks, they are serving these guys and women indictment warrants. They're being secretly arrested.
Okay.
The public won't hear about this, of course. And that's why the coronavirus is being pushed. That's why the athletes are saying this and that. They're being paid. They all have handlers. You don't have that much money out here in this world and think you can just walk in. It don't work like that. It's always a handler. And the more wealth you gain, more money you gain, you'll see that. You'll know that. See, we don't know that because there's no one around. We're not around anybody that's 10 or 15 million. We're not around those type of people. You get what I'm saying? Or even higher than that. There's always a handler. And they'll let you know what's going on.
Okay.
We do have a comment.
I'll listen to you. I don't know if I believe 90% of the shit you're saying, but okay.
You ain't supposed to. You're not.
Let's find out if
you're not supposed to believe it because you don't look for it. You don't read.
No, let's find out. Let's find out
see if some of our viewers agree or disagree. So Luella Branham, hey Luella, she says Bill Gates did disappear to Africa right before this really hit the fan, though.
He is in Africa.
She says, Okay.
Well, why don't you address that in just a second? Yeah.
So far, there are no cases in Africa. Oh, with the question mark.
Right.
Are there any cases in Africa?
No, from what we hear.
Not that I know of.
No.
You know why? Because the Fountain of Youth is in Africa. It all ties in. But see, you wouldn't believe it because you don't. That's not what you want to read in. You know, that's not you, and that's fine. I'm guarantee you. You know what? Read that book, Behold of a Pale White Horse, and watch that movie, Wag the Dog.
Yeah.
It speaks about all this. That movie, Wag the Dog, Wag the Tail, I believe it talks about all this fake news, staging, deaths, celebrity, all that.
Okay, but let's get back to what we're talking about here.
Let's talk about
Let's not talk about the Fountain of Youth and all that. Let's talk about that Fountain of Youth apparently ain't helping nobody with the coronavirus. Here's where I'm at, because I mean, let's all make
because the main media hasn't published it.
No, let's make a pilgrimage to Africa.
The main media, because the main media hasn't published it or came out with it, doesn't mean it's not in existence. Not in existence.
Okay, I didn't say it's not in existence. I'm saying as of right now, we're not all gonna make a pilgrimage to Africa to dip into the Fountain of Youth.
Of course.
So let's do this.
You want to know why the coronavirus hasn't hit Africa? That's why.
No, I want to know why Bill Gates is in Africa. Talk to me a little bit about that.
I guess to avoid persecution. I mean, they served him an arrest warrant. And since he's out of the country.
For what reason? Why did they serve him?
First of all, he bought the patent for the coronavirus.
Oh.
Yeah, he bought the patent.
Okay.
So that means he can control how the patent is used. So
that's why he went to Africa?
That's not why he's in Africa.
Okay.
I don't know why he's in Africa, Griff, but he's in Africa probably to, like I said, to avoid the humiliation that he about to receive.
Yeah.
He got to serve indictment warrants.
Okay, so I'm thinking Luella kind of agreed. Luella says Bill Gates also predicted this back in 2015 during an interview on Ebola too.
Mm-hmm.
I remember him talking about this. He was like he was on a stage and
at a conference.
Yeah, I remember. Okay, Kamani Philpops. Hey, Kamani. Kamani says, and I'm not sure if Kamani is a guy or girl. He's the one that runs the test. So I think that runs the test for coronavirus. He is the one who funded. Wait a minute. This is kind of confused. Wait a minute. He's the one that runs the test for coronavirus. He is the one who runs the World Health Organization. I think they meant runs the World Health Organization. He funded the lab in Wuhan. He's behind the pandemic movie on Netflix, and he funds vaccines. Kamani also says at Luella Branham. So she's talking to Luella. Okay, and then Luella says, what better way to fool us all? Okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I said that in the earlier shows that Bill Gates, he funding this coronavirus. He's funding it.
And listen, I don't have any problem with anybody saying. Wait a minute, hold on. I don't have any problem with anybody saying in the comments. I don't have any problem with what you're saying in regards to him funding the coronavirus. I still need to figure out why this man is in Africa. First of all, that's the point. Why is he being indicted? And what's he being indicted for? Give us that, and then once you tell us that, then that may give us
whatever that was said in the Harvey Weinstein trial and the Jeffrey Epstein trial, his name was brought up. Okay. And that's why he's being indicted and served him indictment warrants.
Well, what was that? What was brought up?
I don't know. It was a closed trial.
Okay.
Was you able to follow the trial like the O.J. Simpson trial?
No.
Like the Bill Cosby trial? Of course not.
I followed O.J. Simpson. I followed the O.J. Simpson trial.
Well, O.J. doesn't have their money.
Okay, so but you just asked me if I followed the O.J. Simpson trial.
So he wasn't able to keep it under a gag order. These guys are... I mean, they wealthy. Okay. Once again, the difference between being wealthy and being rich. Wealthy, it goes a long way.
Well, of course it does. I understand the difference.
You got politicians under your belt, in your pocket. You got these congressmen, senators. Yeah. That's real. Yeah. Watch that movie, Wag the Tail, Wag the Dog. It tells you everything about what's going on in this world, and it doesn't specifically talks about the coronavirus, but in things that it's saying in retrospect, it'll mention stuff like that about viruses, outbreaks, and everything.
Yeah, I got you.
Mm-hmm. I'm checking it out.
I mean, same thing. Why was Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson in Australia when they so-called caught this virus?
I thought that they weren't even allowed to leave Australia, but now I'm hearing that they're back home.
They're back home.
Man, is that what they say?
That's what they said. They back at home.
He had to come back. He was served on indictment warrants. He was arrested.
All right. Well, I can totally agree, and I'll attest to the fact that there's definitely something rotten in the cotton. Okay, something's a little fishy.
Like that.
Something is definitely a little fishy here, but I don't know. Once again, I still have not heard why this man is gone.
We don't know.
We still don't know why this man is in Africa.
Yeah,
I still haven't heard anything
Call
about it.
him up,
And we
Griff,
don't
Mr.
know.
Know-it-all.
Well,
Call him
let
up.
me
You
call
have his number?
We don't know
his
how
number?
deep the rabbit hole goes.
Of course you don't have his number.
We don't
probably
know
don't
yet.
have his assistant's number. Come on now. He probably in Africa. I don't know why he went to Africa.
Yeah,
why would
yeah.
he fund a virus like this?
Well, why wouldn't he? Because he's got a ton of damn money. Why wouldn't he fund the virus?
All right, then. That's
It's
why
big
he's in
money.
Africa, because
It's
he has
big
a ton of
It's
money.
big money in research, dude. There's no money in cures.
There is a lot of money.
There's no money in cures.
The money is in the vaccines.
Well, it's still what I'm just
But
saying.
they had to do a lot of research before they got to the product.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of research
Dude,
put into
if you had the freaking money, you'd be an investor in the Come on. I can see Will right now. I can see Will right now. Will, are you kidding me?
I'm a lover. I'm a charmer. I wouldn't do that.
He's a humanitarian.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
Whatever.
I wouldn't want to hurt
like that.
people.
He's
That's
a
y'all
humanitarian.
Leos.
Okay, listen, we got a few more comments.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, guys, simmer down, guys. Darlene DeBose says, my name is D. Hey, D. And
D.
there was a movie out in 2011 called Contagious about the coronavirus.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Contagion. Yes, it was. Remember, it was in China. Somebody coughed, got sick. Next thing you know, it's all over the world.
Oh, that ain't no big deal. There was a movie out called Outbreak.
Okay,
it was the
so
same
why these
kind of
movies
thing.
keep coming out, Griff, and then it happens? Just like the Simpsons keep predicting.
No, wait a
The
minute.
Simpsons do be predicting.
Hold on a second.
Why you think?
Wait.
Wait a minute.
Who's behind the Simpsons?
Hold tight.
Who's behind the Simpsons?
Wait a minute.
Everything though.
Wait a
You gotta
minute.
stop.
Wait
You
a
gotta
minute.
think
Wait a
outside
minute
the
for a
box,
second.
man.
Wait a minute
Everything
for a
ain't
second.
black and white, bro.
That was a goofy question. Okay, let me explain to you why that was a goofy question.
If I
You
wanted
just
to be
asked
crooked in a
dude,
country,
the
I know I can fool you easy.
The coronavirus is not the first virus. What do you mean? Hold on. Why do you mean? Why do they keep coming out with movies like this? These viruses and epidemics like this have been around forever. They're going to come out with that's like saying, why would they come out with a horror film, or why would they come out with E.T.?
Because people believe in aliens. The director gets the movie script from somewhere. You got to get it from somewhere.
He got it from history. From history. History repeats itself.
History from what was written. All we know about what was written about history. Okay. Me and you was never there back in 1600s.
Yeah, but we're here now.
Yeah, we here now. We see how it's done too. Mm-hmm. It's always some bigwig with the money and the power to come out with a virus.
Okay.
So Luella commented. She said, "Yes, D, I have seen that too, and that is another thing that should make us all question what the government is really doing."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're not. I don't think any of us here are in question of what's really going on. I've always said to you that this is very reminiscent of Rome. Okay, I've said that to you, that at the end of the day, the Romans used sports as a distraction to do corrupt things in the government. So I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying to
athletes being paid.
This is not.
They have a virus. Wait a minute. When they don't have it, you just said it yourself.
I never said that.
I'm educated.
I didn't fight you on that. I didn't fight you. I didn't fight you on the fact that
Wendy,
I didn't fight you on any of that. What I'm saying to you is, ain't nobody explained to me yet why Bill Gates is in Africa and what he's been brought up on charges for.
You won't hear it, Griff.
No, but
you won't hear that about that man. Come on, you being ridiculous now. You need to think in a realist form. You need to think reality. We talk about Bill Gates, the second richest man in the world behind Jeff Bezos. It's gonna be.
Okay.
Well, you think you just go and arrest that man?
Okay, so wait a minute, hold tight. So
answer the question. Do you think you can just embarrass this man like this in this world?
Let me just say this. The bottom line still has not been answered.
He's in Africa.
Okay. Wait a minute.
He's in Africa right now.
Asked.
Maybe he's on vacation. Maybe he's trying to let shit die down.
Okay, that's the better answer. That's the best answer you give.
Because he knows the trouble that he's facing.
That's the best answer you give him.
And it's not about a best or good answer. He's in Africa.
Kamani says Bill Gates is behind all this. And I just want to say, guys, we love a spirited debate around
We do.
here.
This is what we are here for.
What did I say the first show? For a virus to travel and spread at that capacity, city, it would have taken an enormous amount of wealth to push that.
I mean, we all know
$15, $20 million was not going to push that virus like that and have the impact that it has had. Everything's shut down, closed down. So, when has that ever happened?
Hold tight. So then that's a pretty decent answer. Because all I've asked about is, what does Bill Gates have to do with this? Nobody. Wait a minute, hold on. So you've given me your answer. Your answer is this, okay? Right. For all of you out there who have wondered what that answer is, this is the answer I just got 20 minutes after I asked it. Here was the answer.
Well, ask the question.
Wait a minute. No, not asked it. I said, wait, hold on. So I said, this was my question. It was simply, why is Bill Gates in Africa? Why is Bill Gates in Africa? So what we found out, if you guys were wondering, Bill Gates is in Africa because obviously, well, I still don't know this answer, but
no one knows really why he's in Africa.
Okay, so really,
no one knows why these wealthy people do the shit they do.
Wait a minute. So really, then, him being in Africa is irrelevant to our conversation. Then,
no, it's not.
Oh, it definitely is. No. If nobody knows why he's there,
how's that irrelevant?
It's irrelevant.
To the conversation.
The only thing that I find to be credible here is this: that Bill Gates. Wait a minute, Bill Gates. Wait a minute, hold on.
You love to talk.
No. You're right. I do. I love to talk shit. But let me say, I talk shit and swallow spit. Let me say this real quick. Hold tight.
All day.
This man, Bill Gates, and you tell me if I'm saying, because I want to quote you right here, and I want to quote the comments, right? Bill Gates is what you guys are saying, and you tell me if I'm wrong here. Bill Gates is behind this whole epidemic financially, in the context of he's helping the spread of the coronavirus. Am I right or am I wrong? Is that what you're saying? That his finances are helping spread the coronavirus?
Of course.
Okay, that's what I've been asking you.
Of course.
Okay.
But why now he's in Africa, who really knows?
Yeah, and it's irrelevant.
He's in Africa.
Yeah, it's irrelevant.
Well, he was served on indictment once.
Okay.
Now, arresting a billionaire of that magnitude is different from arresting us.
Okay.
So
I got you. Go ahead, talk to him.
All right, Money Mike says, Bill Gates is not behind this virus. No.
Money Mike, I'm with you, baby. Listen, here's the deal. Now I'll say that. Hold on. No. Let me stand up for Money Mike for a minute. Mike, I feel what you're saying, bro. And I do feel what Breeze is saying. Breeze is saying that it may not be Bill Gates. It may be quite a few people that are behind the spread of this thing. It may be Bill Gates. It may not be Bill Gates. I think whoever's behind it, I think even Bill Gates, even if he is behind it, it's so irrelevant. It's such a bigger picture here. And the bigger picture is that we've got to figure out what's really going on. There's a smoke screen, and what is that smoke screen for? That's the bigger picture. Who's behind the smoke screen? Bill Gates. I believe this is a political thing that we're dealing with here. And I believe Bill Gates is nothing more, if he's a part of it, nothing more than a pawn. Okay, he's just one dude that's got some money that's backing this thing. If that's even true, but Money Mike, I'm with you, baby. I don't believe Bill Gates. I don't believe Bill Gates, even as much money as he has, does not have the power. Listen to me, and I'm going to say this again. Does not have the power. We're talking about power. We're not talking about finances. He doesn't have the power to fund this thing and be the only man behind this thing. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Talk to him, Whip.
Ask Money Mike about the ID 2020.
Oh, Lord.
That's what the agenda is.
Money Mike ain't here for that.
Bill Gates with the coronavirus.
We'll have Money Mike on the show.
When they shoot that vaccine in you, it's supposed to be like a microchip that would be in your body, and it's there forever.
Okay.
And it can track you, locate you.
Oh my gosh, I heard about this.
Just Google all this.
Okay.
This is why.
No,
I know what I'm speaking about. I'm with you. We can go back and forth.
No, listen. Recently, there was a YouTube video that were saying that the cure for this, they're trying to come out with there's gonna be like a micro needle. that they'll inject this.
Sure.
ID 2020. He wants every American to have this. Everybody in the world.
Chip.
Everybody in the world to have this chip.
Right.
You
And
read
it's
that,
supposed
Wendy?
to be like, I hear like the mark of the beast.
Right.
kind of
Well, yeah. This has been around since the beginning.
I've always heard this forever, but now I'm hearing that this is going to be their cure.
Well, it's the new world. It's the whole new world order thing.
Like, and I ain't. Oh, no,
it's the new world order thing. Now listen. Here's what's funny. And I'm with you on this. I'm with you on this.
I know you are. You have no choice.
Yeah. No. I got a choice. I got a choice.
Because you don't read what I read.
No, I definitely have a choice. But what I'm saying, the only thing out of 100% of what you said, I'll only agree with 5%.
And likewise, brother. And likewise.
Okay. And Money Mike, I'm with you 100%. Listen to that. Talk to him real quick.
So, okay, listen, y'all. First of all, if y'all are really enjoying this spirited debate as much as I am, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Like this video.
Like it.
Okay, subscribe to our channel, The Weekly Call. Okay, let me read a few more of these comments. So, Baby Girl 22. Hey, Baby Girl. Baby Girl says, Bill Gates can't be behind it.
That's right.
Kamani, she says, he is behind all this, and I'm telling y'all. Luella commented, she says, he does spend $2 billion in a year on... What's this? Agribusiness? Was that agribusinesses and medicine for Africa, though? Okay. Kaimani also says, bingo. Luella, she says, Jeff Bezos could be in on it too, though.
I don't know about that. I won't start that. But
I mean, it could be a billion people in on it.
Gates
okay, let me finish,
this
y'all.
virus. He bought the patent for it. Those are facts. Now, what he's doing with it, I don't know. But
okay,
he bought the patent for the virus.
Okay.
Darlene DeBoe, she says, I give you the answer regardless of why he is in Africa. He can't bet God.
Yeah.
What?
Listen.
Okay, hold on. And wait 1 second. Luella, Wendy, you are correct, and that does sound like the mark of the beast.
Yeah, that's right.
Girl, you
that's
hear
right.
Me?
Now,
you hear me, girl? Money Mike says.
Talk to him, Money Mike. What Mike say?
Say it, Griff. No breeze. I'm not going for that one.
That's right. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. The bigger. Let me tell you why. I think. Wait a minute. And let me just say this. I want to say this. The bigger. We're talking about the bigger picture here. The bigger picture could be if we were sitting here debating the mark of the beast. Because remember this COVID-19. I think we're all in agreement to some sort of a smoke screen for something.
It's something.
But what I'm talking about is the bigger picture. But Bill Gates and all these people funding it are so irrelevant to the big picture. The big picture is maybe it could be the new world order. So my thing is this:
how big of a picture can you get?
No, what I'm saying is, I think what we do is we lose focus of the war by fighting these little battles. She hears me say this all the time, and the little battles are who's behind it. Is it Bill Gates? Could it have been Steve Jobs? Could it have been Tony Braxton? Could it have been Babyface? That's so irrelevant. The only thing that matters is what is happening here and how are we going to come out of this thing. So really, even if, and Money Mike, I'm going to go against you just for a second here, but we still on the same page. Let's just say, wait a minute. Let's just say Bill Gates is behind this. Who cares? Okay, because it's here and we got to figure out how to get through it, and we got to look at the bigger picture, because if we keep looking at who's behind it, we're going to end up with microchips in our arms. Okay, so the bigger picture is what's really going on, because you're not going to stop Bill Gates. You're not going to stop Bill Gates, dude, even if he is behind it.
That's the big picture there.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm glad that we all could agree on that right there.
Right, that's the one thing.
That's a good point.
That's the one thing. That's all that matters. That's all I'm saying. That's all that matters. Now, as I've done, I've shut this man down. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain to you.
Hell no. You and Money Mike, hell no. Y'all sound ridiculous.
Wait a minute.
To underestimate that man. First, never mind. Do you know technology runs this world?
Yeah.
Microsoft computers.
Yeah. Hey, Money Mike. Me and you,
Why wouldn't he have a say-so?
We shut it down, Mike.
We shut it down, Mike. Hey, Money Mike, you don't believe that, brother.
Let me tell you
don't believe that, brother.
Don't hype this man like this, okay?
You don't believe that.
Don't hype him.
Hey, look here.
No.
Look here. This is what we do on the weekly call. Give it a little bit.
Y'all can never shut down the critical thinking. We're going to read these few more comments.
Y'all can never shut down the critical thinking.
I think that everyone can agree that there's a bigger picture here.
Thank you.
Okay?
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, there's a war here.
I got a question
there's
for Money
a war
Mike.
here.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Go ahead.
Hang on one second.
I'm
There's
sorry,
a
Ms.
war
Wendy.
here, and there's a bigger agenda for us all, and we need to be more focused on what that agenda is and what that means for us and our
That's my point.
families and our loved ones.
You ain't worried about Bill Gates.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
And we're going to continue being, continue
You
this
the one pushed it.
brotherly love.
You the one.
Okay?
Now I'm the one.
You the one blew it up like a balloon and started.
Now I got
blew it up like a balloon, Griff.
Hold on. Because I'm on some brotherly love stuff right here.
Oh, we cool. You don't want none of the Scorpio.
No.
You don't want it.
I'm just glad this thing has brought us closer, okay?
Oh, my God, right.
No, seriously though, we all can agree that it's something going on that ain't smelling right, man. It don't smell right.
No.
But let me read these other comments real quick.
Okay.
So let's see. Luella says this could be the beginning of the end before tribulations. Griffin Wendy. Amber says, clap for Griff. All right.
Yeah, baby.
Clapping for Griff. Okay.
Come on now.
Luella says, yes, we do need to pray rather than worry. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Money Mike, I agree on the chips work Griff, shut him down.
That's right, baby.
On the chips.
Oh, come on. Hey, Mike, he was shut down before it even started, baby.
Hey, Mike, Griff ain't shutting nobody down because Griff don't read what I read. He don't even walk in the same lane I walk in. He's a broadcaster /
Thank God.
One of these journalists. This is what I do, Money Mike.
What are you looking at?
This is what I do, Money Mike.
What were you just looking at, though?
No, I was just looking that way. I was looking that way. What are you doing? You got shut down.
Okay, listen.
No way. No.
All right.
Go ahead,
Amber says B Breeze needs a show. He does.
Oh, no.
Y'all ain't ready.
No.
Y'all ain't ready.
You wouldn't be.
Hold tight.
Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
No,
I have a lot to say.
No. Hold on.
But I have to be around open-minded people who will have the time to sit and think actually what I'm saying.
Well, listen.
I'm not saying Bill Gates runs the world, but a man of that enormous wealth that bought the patent and funded this virus, I would like to think he would have a say-so on how this virus maneuvers.
Yeah.
I would think he would have a say-so.
I think he would too, but who cares?
Let me say this, Breezy.
He does. I gotta say so.
For the information that you are putting out there, it goes against the grain.
It will.
Okay?
And it will.
It goes
rub
against
some
the grain.
people the wrong way.
Yeah. So
it is
don't listen. Exactly. Be built for it.
Right.
Because people are not gonna be so open to this.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to always expect a bit of a debate on what you're saying. But just
And I expect that.
He loves it. He loves it.
Yeah.
I love it.
He loves
He
it.
loves it.
I love it.
Yeah,
Never met a challenge I didn't like.
Ain't nothing personal. Let me finish these comments,
Go ahead, finish those comments.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Luella says, yes, Wendy. Yes, girl. Money Mike, we love Breeze. Darlene says, the Antichrist, Trump is the Antichrist. Amber says, Peach Sister Wendy win. Oh, preach.
Yes,
Girl, you know I'm trying. They trying to all this baritone all around me.
Scorpio, you a Scorpio, Wendy. You understand?
Let's not get into that.
You understand?
Hey, look, real quick. Let me say this real quick. So, B Breeze, definitely, for the person that made the comment about he should have his own show, he definitely is going to have his own show.
Yes, and we are excited.
He's definitely going to have his own show under the network, the Pod Life Network. He is definitely on board. We bring him in the building. He's got to have his own show, right? He's got to have his own show. So he's going to be under the Pod Life Network. He's all the way teamed in and plugged in with us. We just got him on the show so that you guys can get a little bit of a sense of feel of who he is. Get familiar with this man.
Put out my material.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Go in.
Yeah.
I haven't really been able to go in because it's y'all show.
Right. And you can just
I appreciate the invitation. I appreciate sitting down with you guys. I appreciate debating with you, Griff.
Oh man, come on, baby. We can do it all day.
Yeah, all day.
I'm gonna come on your show and do it.
Oh, no, you won't.
Oh yes.
Okay,
I'll be all on your show.
We got a few more comments. Darlene says, think about this. the election was canceled. I think Trump has something to do with it. If he can make it to November, December, he can get back in there for another 4 years, even after being impeached.
Yeah, well.
Luella says, yes, B, you are correct about that. He does have a say because a man with that much money and power has a word. Luella says, great point, Darlene. All right, y'all.
Well, like I said,
if I had 180 billion in America, my word would have to be adhered to.
Listen, here's all I'm saying to you, and we'll keep this simple. The bottom line is, I think we were both talking about two different things. One thing, the thing I'm talking about is that I don't really necessarily care who has a say-so in this thing. I don't care about who has a say-so, who's funding and who's behind it. All I care about is a resolution, and all I'm focused on is the war, not all these little tiny battles about who's in on it and who backed it and who funded it and who and where it came from. I don't even care where it came from. All I know is that it's here now. Right? And it's affecting us. Even if it might have started in Washington, or it might have started in a little hut in China. But wherever it started, it's here. And is it as big as it really is? I don't know if I really believe it. I believe it is. I believe it is a little blown out of proportion. I do. I believe that. I agree with you on that. You and I have talked about that many times. All I'm saying is, I think as human beings, like you said in the very beginning of the show, now's the time to come together. And what we got to do is realize that this thing is here. And we've got to come together and focus on defeating the war, winning the war, as opposed to fighting all these little battles. That's all I'm saying. I have no problem. Listen, let me tell you something. B Breeze is like my brother. That's why we can go back and forth like that. And he is definitely going to have his own. What's the name of it? What's the name of the show? What's the name of your?
We're gonna call it The Weight of the World.
The Weight of the Weight.
WEIGHT.
The Weight of the World.
I'm still calling a legal battle with the ways of
right. So the weight. So check it out. The Weight of the World.
Scorpio to him and he got scared. So
the Weight of the World podcast. Now we've gone a lot longer tonight, but we knew what we were going to. We knew we had that Leo and that Scorpio debate that was going to happen tonight, and y'all don't even know.
Let me
tell you something. Me and this man could have went for the next 6 hours, but the cameras are going to shut off in the next 10 minutes.
I'm in shape, Griff.
Yeah.
You ready?
Oh man, please. Are you kidding me?
Huffing and puffing.
Who?
You over there?
Oh man, please. Let me say this: you will never in your life win a debate against me ever.
I just won it.
You lost.
Wendy, I just won it earlier when he basically just contradicted himself, talking about a person with money can go and do whatever they want.
I never said that.
That's why he's in Africa.
Never said that.
Because he can do whatever.
Oh, so we finally get the answer why he's in Africa. Just a minute. Just for the past hour, we were wondering why the man was in Africa. I said it before.
He can go wherever he wants to go.
Well, that ain't. I can do that.
That's why he's in Africa. Because he wanted to be in Africa. I don't know. Call him up.
All right. Listen. Jesus is on the main line. I'm gonna call Jesus up.
Email me.
Hey y'all, listen real quick, man. We had a great time tonight. B Breeze is in the building. Let me tell you. See, we haven't let loose like this with B Breeze before. It's been kind of like laid back. And the reason we never let loose is because we knew we was gonna be like 45 minutes overtime, which we are. What are we at? Oh my God.
Yeah, we're over time, y'all.
Listen, but y'all have stuck it out with us tonight. We appreciate you doing it. The comment box really got crazy tonight. Thank you all for commenting. We appreciate that. B Breeze is gonna be back next week, so we can argue one more time.
One more again. Let's
we got to argue one more again.
Shutting me down.
We got to argue one more.
Money Mike, y'all ain't shut shit down.
Come on, Big Mike. Hey,
y'all wrote this Scorpio the wrong way now. Y'all ain't shut.
Speaking of Money Mike, you over there looking like Mike Epps for real. Do this dude look like Mike Epps? Put in the comment box if he look like Mike Epps, y'all.
Last week we had somebody. Wait a minute. Last week we had somebody in here who said that this man had pretty brown eyes.
Oh man, why you gotta do that?
The man said pretty brown eyes like mint condition.
We did not even get to say the comment. They showed it right at the end. They shouted him out.
Right at the end, shouted him out.
I don't know who y'all talking about.
Hey, real quick.
Somebody was feeling the boy.
Real quick, guys, real quick. So listen, real quick. Here's the deal. I got to jump back. If you were here once again because you came here through Jada's List, or if you came and you don't know anything about the flat screen TV giveaway on the 22nd of April, the official launch of the Weekly Call, then check this out real quick. I'm going to run a quick video very quickly so that you can see what that flat screen TV situation is about. Yeah, wait a minute, hold tight, hold tight.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, you can. Go ahead.
All right. Hey, The Simpsons in 2007 predicted the coronavirus quarantine for Tom Hanks.
Okay, cool.
So
great. No.
Let's pick back up on that next week.
I saw that video. We'll start that. I did see that video. I did see that. So we'll pick back up on that next week. Check it out. Once again, if you do not know the details surrounding the flat screen TV giveaway, I'm gonna run a quick video very, very quickly. If you are already signed up, if you're a part of Jada's list, then that means you're already signed up. If you're not a part of Jada's list, then Wendy is gonna post a link right at the end of the show where you guys can go click that link and you can go get signed up. Totally free for the flat screen TV. Check this out, guys. So what's up is that you guys are going to have to join us on April the 22nd, 7:30 till 9 o'clock at the link provided in your email. Now that's 7:30 p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And here's what's going to happen. Jada, our social media influencer, and Wendy, my co-host, are going to announce live online the winner of this specific contest. Here's how it's going to go down. You guys all provided an email address. So what's going to happen is live on air that night, we're randomly going to select one person. We're going to send them an email live on air that's just going to say, you are the winner. That person is going to reply back with saying, it's me, and we're going to send you out that flat screen TV. Those are the details. I'm not going to hold you any longer. I expect to see you guys there. God bless you all. We'll see you there April 22nd, 7:30 p.m. on the launch of the Weekly Call. Peace out. All right, come on, let's rip the wall back. Tell them what they need to be doing right now.
First of all, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. It has been great. So please put a thumbs up, like this video. Thank you for all the comments. And please don't forget to text call
CALL
to 818-392-8848.
That'll get you on our text messaging list. And remember, we reach out to people that are on our text messaging list first, before we reach out to anybody on our email list.
Number one, baby.
How do you join the email list? You scroll down to the bottom, you go to the website, www.theweeklycall.com. You scroll down to the bottom of the website to join the email list. But once again, if you want to join our text messaging list, be notified first of a whole lot of stuff. The stuff that Big B Breeze is going to be doing with this new Weight of the World podcast, what we're going to be doing here, when B Breeze is going to be back, what's going on here at the Weekly Call, people that we're going to be interviewing that are off the rails. Check it out. Text call to 818-392-8848. Once again, 818-392-8848. Once again, B Breeze, bro, we appreciate you, man. Thank God, bro. It's good to have you in here. Give us some parting words, B Breeze. Give us a couple of parting words, baby.
Y'all tuning in to the Weekly Call.
Yes, sir.
Griff's loud, exaggerating voice. Wendy, you looking like a beautiful peach.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Why, thank you, my dear.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Unfreaking real. Okay,
I appreciate being on the show once again.
Unbelievable.
I do. It was great debating with Griff.
Yes, sir.
Talking about you shut somebody down.
Yeah.
I might catch you out in the parking lot.
That's cool. Let's do it.
Hold up.
Let rip the wall back one more time.
Catch me outside.
Hey, look here. We love y'all. Thanks for hanging all the way through with us tonight. Thanks for jumping in the comments section. Thanks for all of you guys that were on the side of B Breeze. Thanks for all of you guys that were on the side of Grip. Wendy was kind of neutral like she's supposed to be. I love it. But we appreciate y'all jumping in and debating this thing with us. God bless y'all. But let's remember this. We are all in this together.
Yes.
We're all in this together.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
No matter who's funding it, no matter where it's coming from, we still all in this together, y'all. And this is a serious matter.
We love y'all. And we love love y'all, and guess what? Please stay healthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that there's a lot going on, but take those precautions and take them serious. Okay, because we want everyone to stay healthy and keep your babies healthy. We know that that's our main focus right now for everybody. Just stay healthy. Okay. We love y'all.
Yep. Good.
I'm gonna keep saying this too. 924,000 children and counting are coming up missing in the world since this virus started. That's real.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that next week.
We definitely gotta get
There's a lot of reasons
week,
why this virus is so pushed the way it is.
Yeah. Well, look, check this out. Here's what we're gonna do. We are going to let you guys know one last time what you've been watching tonight, and hopefully you guys join us again next Wednesday, 8 o'clock p.m. We having B-Breeze back. Why wouldn't we? This man's got a lot to say, and I got a lot to say against it. Or I got some things to say for it. So listen, once again, you hanging out with your boy, Griffy Griff, the beautiful Miss Wendy Wynn. Let me take it over to my boy, B-Breeze in the building.
Weekly call.
That's right. Tell them what they tune into, baby girl.
The weekly.
I used to come here with my dad to buy the latest pieces of clothing. I fell in love with a few shops that really helped my passion for clothing. It's funny, I didn't plan to be an Adidas collector. The first pair I ever bought was a pair of LA trainers. That was the start of the collection. I have about 6 pairs of handbags. I totally love them. I love the shape, the style of the shoe and the range of colours they come in. I love the fact there's so much variety within them, from the colour of the sole to the material. The style of my collection is a pair I bought my dad before he passed away. I planned the whole day together. I took him to Adidas in Oxford Street in London and reserved him a pair of Adidas Taurans for his 60th birthday. He was so surprised. Dad never did the whole trainer thing. He was from a different era. He loved them. I think he was chuffed that I had chosen them for him. For me, Scott's has been a great way to enhance my collection. Their customer service is excellent. They bring out the latest pair and delivery is quick.
I got into music from YouTube tutorials. I didn't think that was a job, it was just something I enjoyed. I realised that the process takes time to become me and translate my personality into my music. Being there to facilitate some of these musicians recrafting their sound is really, really important to me.
When I got here, the vibe was so nice. There's so much more to the inner workings of music.
There aren't that many female producers right now in the industry. Getting access to a studio is difficult, so I hope that the workshop guests stimulate their interest.
When I'm working with the people we worked with today, it teaches me how to recraft some of my sound and my process.
My outlook has changed so much. It was opening my eyes in such a positive way. It's important to keep on working on your craft.
I hope that they've gained like a sense of independence. Like carving out your sound is really important, and knowing who you are. You've got your own voice. I hope they leave thinking that.
To another level, y'all nigga trendsetters. Boss man, I develop. Big house with a safe in it. Had to put away the cheddar. Probably couldn't go to Yale, but a y'all nigga still real clever. Forever, yeah.
I'm not afraid to fail. Maybe I'm scared to fly. Finding I feel heights to push you to getting high. Money can buy your love, but it can get you by until they say goodbye. Yeah. I'm so used to waking up to someone new.